Hello everyone. In this video, we are discussing the innovative applications of Internet of Things. Before going to discussing the innovative applications of Internet of Things, we are discuss what is the meaning of Internet of Things, what are the components of Internet of Things, how the Internet of Things is to be worked, what are the advantages of the Internet of Things, what are the applications of Internet of Things, and what are the innovative applications of the Internet of Things that we are discussing in this video. Also, we are discussing the retailing and supply chain management of the IoT, that is the Internet of Things, and last one is nothing but the benefits of the Internet of Things to supply chain. What is the Internet of Things? The Internet of Things is simply a network of internet connected objects or things embedded with the electronics, software and sensors which are able to collect data and exchange the data. It is commonly abbreviated as a IoT. In a simple way to put it, you have a things that sense and collect the data and send it over the internet. The data can be accessible by the other things too. Things in the IoT sense can refer to a wide variety of devices such as heart monitoring implants, biochip transponders on a farm animals, electric lamps in a coastal waters, automobile built-in sensors. These devices collect useful data with the help of the various existing technology and then automatically flow with the data between the other devices. Let's we discuss what are the components of the IoT. Basically, there are the four main components of the IoT. The first one is nothing but the sensors or devices. Second is the connectivity. Third is the data processing, and fourth is the user interface. The sensors are nothing but devices which are collect data from their environment. This cloud be simple as a temperature reading or as a simple as a full video feed. For example, you have a phone device that has a multiple sensors like a camera, accelerometer, GPS, etc. But your phone is not just a sensor. The second major component is the connectivity. Without connectivity, we cannot be transfer your information to the over the cloud or store over the cloud. So the connectivity is the most important factor whenever we are using the IoT devices. The sensor devices can be connected to the cloud through a variety of methods including cellular, satellite, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, low power wide area network, or connecting directly to the internet or via Ethernet. The third one is nothing but a data processing. Whenever the data is to be transferred over the cloud will be process the data according to their threshold values, and it will be provide the result with the help of the user interface over the user devices. So these are the components are very effectively used whenever we are going to using the IoT devices. Let's see how the IoT is to be worked. In this slide I am showing you exactly how the IoT is to be worked. So for showing the working of the IoT, I am taking a one example. Here I am taking a one sensor device, or I am taking a one device that is a micro oven. So in that one I am just setting a temperature threshold value that is a 67 degree. If the oven increase the temperature, if I am increasing the temperature of the oven more than the 67 degree, then it will be sends the data to the cloud process that data, and it will be a message to the mobile. Whenever the message is getting over the mobile, the temperature of the oven is to be more than 67 degree. At the time of that, user will be get the information, or user can be a switch off your oven with the help of the mobile devices. So that is the simple working of your how the IoT is to be worked. Means remotely we can switch on or switch off or maintain the temperature of the oven with the help of the mobile device. In this way IoT device is to be worked. So what is the basic advantage of the IoT device? The basic advantage of the IoT device is nothing but providing most efficient life to the users, or providing the most convenient lives to the users with the help of the IoT devices. Let's discuss about the innovative applications of the Internet of Things. Basically, I am taking the only 6 application for the showing you innovative applications of the Internet of Things. Because of, if you check the IoT devices application, then there are the number of applications are to be present right now in the market. But basically, I am selecting such application which are to be useful for the daily life and which are helps to the user or which makes the user comfortable with the help of this application. So the first application is nothing but the wearables, second is nothing but the smart home application, third is nothing but the healthcare application, fourth is the smart cities application, fifth is the agriculture application, and sixth is the industrial automations. All of these applications I am selecting from the different sectors, which helps to which helps us to how the IoT is to be work into the different sectors. The first application is to be a wearable devices. In this slide I am showing you the number of wearable devices. All of the wearable devices are useful for checking and monitoring your health daily. So if you check, there are the number of the wristwatches. The wristwatches are which helps to monitor our daily calories or burning calories through the walking or the daily work. Again it helps us to check our heartbeat or pulse rate also. So it helps to keep our body or keeps our health regularly. The next application is nothing but the smart home application. In the smart home application, let's we discuss about the how the smart home application is to be work. Right now we know in our home we are using television, we are using lights, fans, Wi-Fi, all that things. If suppose we are connecting all that things with our mobile phones, and if we can be switch on or switch off our lights with the help of the IoT device, with the help of the mobile phone remotely. Let's we discuss the new concept, that is the smart city, which are right now is in very famous in the market. So as we know, the smart city is one of the best concept in the world, because of with the help of the smart city user can be keep or user can be access all the services which are available in the market or which are available in that particular area most efficiently or more efficiently. How? If suppose in the smart city every user will be connected with the IoT devices, or everyone is to be connected with the IoT devices. So with the help of the IoT devices, user can check their security, user can use the Wi-Fi facility, also user can save the energy, and also user can clean their city. So with the help of the smart city concept, user can use every facility most efficiently. So that will be helps us to improve the quality services. The next concept is most innovative in the form of the IoT, that is the smart building and the smart power grid. So whenever the users are using the electricity, at the time of that user can be take that electricity from the distributor. So the term of the smart grid refers to a modernization of the electricity delivery system, so that it monitors, protect, and automatically optimize the operations of the interconnected elements from the central and distributed generation through the high voltage network and the distributed system to the industry and the user. Smart building is nothing but the self-configuring, self-commissioning, and the self-learning, optimize operation and maximize energy saving participants in transaction within or between the buildings, and with the energy saving from commercial and residential building automation. If you check the concept of the smart building and the smart power grid, so it will help the users to providing and the reducing the cost of the electricity, and they will be provide the electricity with the according to the use of the user. So with the help of the smart grid, user can be access the only the required amount of electricity, and industrial person can be access only the required amount of industry with the efficient manner. Let's discuss the new concept. Next concept, let's discuss the new concept, that is the retail and supply chain management. How the IoT is to be helpful for the retail and the supply chain management, that we will discuss into this slide. The Internet of Things is a collection of interconnected physical devices that can monitor, report, and send and exchange the data. To the IoT devices are typically connected to a computer system via the data or a network. IoT devices use a sensor to measure specific objects of the world around them, including the location, temperature, humidity, light levels, movement handling, speed of the movement, and the other environmental factor. IoT devices come in many factors, including the RFID chips, smart devices, and mobile sensors. In the supply chain, Internet of Things In the supply chain, Internet of Things devices are effective way to track the authenticate product and shipments using the GPS and other technologies. They can also monitor the storage conditions of all data of all product, which enhance quality management throughout the supply chain. In next slide, we discuss about how the Internet of Things relates to the supply chain. Basically, there are the three main concepts to relating the Internet of Things with the supply chain. The first thing or the first concept is to be authenticate the location of goods at any time. It means the IoT devices can be attached to a specific storage container or a raw material or a product themselves. The IoT device will transmit its location, which can be picked up by a GPS satellite and used to track the movement of the goods. In second concept, track the speed of the movements and when goods will arrive. It means the tracking speed of the movement and the traffic flow of the product must make it much easier to predict how the goods will move through the supply chain. The suppliers, manufacturers and distributors centers can prepare to receive the goods, which reduce the handling time and ensure the efficient processing of the material. In the third concept that we discuss about the monitor the storage conditions of raw material and the products. In some goods like a food and the chemicals need to store in a ideal condition. Specialist IoT devices can monitor area like a temperature, humidity, exposure to an atmosphere, light intensity and the other environmental factor. The device may trigger an alarm if a certain threshold are breaked. This makes it much easier to track the quality of the goods through the supply chain and to reduce the spoilage. So these are the three basic concepts which are related to the supply chain with the help of the IoT devices. In the next slide, we will discuss about what are the basic benefits of the supply chains. The first one and the most important benefit is to be the early identification of the issues with a good getting or loss or delay. In the second benefit, real-time shipments and inventory visibility of the tracking. In the third benefit, easier supply and demand planning as a stakeholder, know where you can expect and receive the processed goods. The fourth one is nothing but the better quality management due to the keeping a raw material and proceed a good and optional condition. And the fifth one is nothing but the efficient storage and the distribution of the product due to the easier and the location of the warehouse. So in this unit, we are able to understand the innovative application of the IoT devices and how the supply chain is to be work and relate with the IoT devices. Thank you very much.